Kiss 92. Waking up Singapore. Gotta get up. The Big Show on Kiss 92. Gotta get up.
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome to the biggest and best breakfast show here in Singapore. Everyone is talking about the big show, and I think one of the reasons because we have fabulous guests on the show.
Yeah, we do.
And, we start off the week right. Mm-hmm. And every Monday we have the one and only Rockstar Arms, Natalie Dow, with us. Good morning, Nat.
Good morning, guys. What an introduction.
Right? Wait, hold on.
Always the best introductions for you precious guests of ours.
And she needs a proper introduction. I mean, she's a multi-hyphenate. She's a media creator, content creator. She's an athlete. She's an ultra runner. And more recently, also an author.
Yes.
Yes, my book, Run Like a Woman. If you haven't bought it, it's on Amazon.
Okay, fantastic. Good plug
I
there.
want
Run
to be
like
Natalie
a woman.
Dow.
Yes, I want Natalie Dow's Rockstar Arms.
I wouldn't mind running like a woman. Running like Nat.
Running like Nat, not like a woman.
If I could, I would. But I can't, so I won't.
Okay.
Okay, but today we're going to touch on something really, really heavy, which is end of life.
Oh, excuse me?
End of life when it comes to your fitness gear and equipment.
This is true.
Is there a whole ceremony involved when you're saying goodbye?
Yeah. Put them in boxes and,
Little flowers
and everything.
I think for Nat, I mean, you've got your favorite pair of shoes. Running is so important to you, right? And the day you have to get rid of, that pair, it's like, are you going to be comfortable with your new pair? Unless you're like me, I buy 3 pairs of everything.
Yeah, no. Natalie, I don't think Natalie's like that.
I mean, especially if I want to race in a pair, I'd like to keep them. But really, they're not doing me any good. So 500 to 800 Ks is when you should actually retire a pair of shoes.
But how do you know you're running 500 to 800 Ks?
I mean, well, you keep a log of everything you run, I guess.
We'll never get there.
Yeah. 6 months. 6 months is about the rule.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, wear and tear. If there's rips on it. And if you feel like they're not cushions enough, so that's a big deal. Or if they're giving you pain and discomfort. And loss of stability is another one. So if you're walking or running and your foot's moving around too much, then that's a sure sign you need some new shoes.
I have a question. I mean, we're not all built like you. You have shoes specifically for your different tasks, like working out, you're running, you're walking and all that. But for someone like me, I buy a pair of sneakers and it's only just one pair that I use for everything. And I also use it maybe for leisure. Is that the correct thing to do? Is that okay to do?
Well, definitely. If you're doing gym work, they're going to be different than what you're walking or running. So they're going to be a lower heel, they're going to be flatter, not as cushioned. But if you're going to walk in something or run something, you want a bit more cushion that's going to support your foot when you hit the ground.
So it's not one activity fits all, one shoe fits all activities.
Okay, then I've got this question.
Not.
I've seen these on shelves and I've never understood quite what they're about. Cross trainers.
Yeah, that's one for everything, right?
So that's, it's a bit like a CrossFit shoe. So you can run a little bit in them. But if you're out there running regularly, definitely cross trainers are not for you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's continue to talk to Nat and work out with Nat. I do believe you've come up with a workout especially for people who want to strengthen their backs.
Yes.
Is it going to be a tough workout?
It's not too bad.
That's Natalie's standard. Yeah?
All right, let's get down to it exclusively on The Big Show TV. In the meantime, here's Sam Smith with Diamonds on Kiss 92.
Okay, guys.
I think Nat's experiencing a bit of parkour.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, big time. So we're going to do a back workout today. We're doing Superman, hip raises, bird dog, plank, and then a partial curl. So all strengthening your back, but also not going to be putting too much pressure on it. Okay, so if we start with Superman. All right. So we're going to lie on the ground, feet off, and bringing our shoulders off the ground, and our hands in front. So we're squeezing our back as we come back. Now, if this is too much, just try and hold it. And if that's still too much, then pop your feet on the ground. But otherwise, let's do the full movement. Keep everything off. So you're not rocking, you're staying still. And just protecting that back as well. So 10 more seconds. All of the exercises today are on the ground. So no standing up, super easy. All right. Let's flip it over. And we're going to be doing a hip raise. So on our backs. Feet a little bit further than hip width. And we're just going up and down. Now hands can be up. They can be on the side on the ground. But just really focus on moving your pelvis. So it's not a massive movement. And we're tapping and going. That's a nice steady movement. And clench those butt cheeks. That's it. 10 more seconds. Stay with me. Really concentrate on working the muscles. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to flip it back over. And we're going to do bird dog now. So we're on our hands and knees. And if you remember this, we've done it before. It's opposite hands, opposite feet. So we're going out. Now, again, this takes a bit of coordination and balance. So if this is too hard, you might want to just start with your hands going out, or just do feet, and then slowly integrate both. But remember opposites. And your feet don't have to be too far off the ground. We're not kicking right up, we're just kicking out. Yeah, nice. And steady look in front of you to keep your balance. All right. Okay, next one we're going down for a good old plank. So again, let's work on stabilizing our core and strengthening it. All right, we're going to do a high one. So on our hands and toes, so we're not on our elbows. Okay, so when we're doing this, we're squeezing our butts. We're really engaging our thighs. If you need to balance, look ahead slightly. Suck in that belly. And then just hold it and breathe. Now try and hold this. If you need a rest, on your knees for a couple of seconds and straight back up. But squeezing our butts will help strengthen our back here. All right, we've only less than 10 seconds. You've got this. 3, 2, 1. Great. Last exercise. We're going to turn around and do a partial curl. So it's not a full sit-up. We don't want to hurt our backs here. So we're just going to almost a little sit-up here. So protecting our back, keeping that on the floor. Hands are just pointed out next to our legs. And we're just going up and back nice and slow. It's not a pulse. We're just getting in half a movement almost. And you can really feel it working your stomach. Feet are nice and stable on the floor. That's it. Stay with me. So we've got 10 seconds. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Good job.
Wow, nice done. I'm going to do that when I get home, Natalie.
Yes, it's good. Yes, I did that for you.
Thank you.
No, but that works for me as well. It's just that, I'm always, these days, right, I don't know why, but I'm always so lazy. I could easily do this at home. We could easily do this at home in front of the TV, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Actually, you could.
Don't be lazy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's either have a strong back or don't.
I'm just being honest. These days, I'm so lazy.
But you play a lot of golf. So it is physical.
You do make up with it because you have regular 2 to 3 times a week
Yeah.
where you're out there, you're walking, you're doing those 15,000 steps, your body is moving because you're playing golf. So you do a fair amount of exercise without even realizing that you're doing it.
Exactly.
But imagine how much better it would be for me if I could do all those core and back exercises. Maybe I'll be playing a better game.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Have that
try.
in your mind. Like
Yes.
you want to be a better golfer, you got to do the work, right? Outside of golfing itself.
Nat, just now, before you started your exercises, we were talking about shoes and how 6 months was about it. If you're a runner, we talked about the CrossFits. In a while, I want to talk about the clothes we wear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we wear them if they have holes?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, basically.
Stand by.
Kiss 92 traffic.
So the usual delays across the expressway is nothing going to surprise you too much, except if you're on the BKE heading towards Woodlands. We have an accident before Mundai Road exit. Avoid lane 5. Please stay within the speed limit. Have everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. It's Glenn Angel and the Flying Dutchman. Our guest for today is Natalie Dow. Good morning once again, Nat.
Good morning, guys. Healthy start to the week.
Yes, we do hope so. So, Nat, we've talked about shoes and the different types of shoes and how long they last. What about the outfits you wear when you go to the gym? Your t-shirts, your tops,
Your pants?
your pants. Do they have a shelf life?
They certainly do, 100%. I mean, I think we've all washed our favourite gym T-shirt, put it on, and within 3 minutes it smells like you've worn it for a day. So I think that is the number one reason to toss your favourite shirt, sadly, is because it smells even when you wash it.
Right.
I think we've all been there. The same goes with Lycra. Anything that you've got Lycra that maybe is losing elasticity that you can see through. So ask your friends if you've got tights on and someone can see through them. That's an issue, as is a sports bra that's not supporting you where it should be supporting you any longer. And then one that we forget about is socks. Crusty socks are not good either.
No.
So I think everyone go home and clean out their activewear drawer today. I think a telltale sign is if you're wearing something and it's giving you that little bit of chafing too, then chances are that's time to get rid of that.
I do want to talk about socks. I've seen people walk into sports shops and specifically look for these padded socks.
Padded?
I've
Yeah,
never
they're
heard of
padded.
padded
Yeah,
socks.
they're padded around the heel and they're padded around the ball of your foot.
I
Are these
need-
yoga socks or what?
No.
The anti-slip
No,
ones?
these are guys who buy these socks and then buy a pair of running shoes.
Okay,
Natalie?
is FD making this up, Nat?
There's all different socks out there. I mean, I think, it used to be the old trend of wearing 2 pairs of socks, right? We grew up a lot of times doing that, which is really bad because, they're going to rub against each other. So I think when you're buying socks, look for nylon socks or synthetic. Do not look for cotton socks. They have great anti-blister socks out there now, and they actually do work. But if you're buying something with padding, then, I would ask, why you need that padding and why you're not getting that support from your shoe. So maybe they're injured or something, but I would just go with a plain sock where possible.
Okay.
Are you injured, FD?
No. I've seen people buy this, and they tend to be very thick. So I'm thinking, in this climate, you're wearing these thick and then padded socks.
Maybe they're just thick socks. I've never heard of padded
they're
socks.
padded.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, they're padded.
Okay, let's do set number 2 with Nat. We are working out our backs today, and I think this is very important for the majority of us. All right, it is 8:16.
Kiss 92 time check.
Okay, Nat.
All right. Okay, guys, let's get into set number 2. We've got those Supermans or Superwomans or Superperson to start. All right, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So, well, this is great for your back. It's really protecting it. Also really good to build those back muscles up the top. So really squeezing those lats. And remembering we're protecting our back by squeezing our glutes and our legs as well. So like anything, take your time, think about engaging what muscles you should be using for each exercise. That helps, rather than just trying to go for speed. All right, less than 10 seconds here. Really reaching out in front. 3, 2, 1. Good job. We're flipping it over for the hip raise now. And really, this isn't a sweaty workout. So like Glenn said, we could be doing this at home in front of the TV. Just pop a mat down, get the kids to do it as well. Never too young to start building those back muscles and protecting it. Remember here, we're really sucking in the belly and tucking our hips down as we come down, hands up or hands to your side, and touch and go. No resting at the top and no resting at the bottom. And feet are nice and stable. This is a good one if you want to work up to it and maybe do this weighted. So putting something on your hips will certainly help this as well. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay. Now for some coordination with our bird dog. So hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And as I said, first round, just look slightly in front of you for balance. That always helps, no matter what exercise you're doing. That's it. Really stretching it out as we go out too. And our back should be nice and relaxed here. So you shouldn't be feeling any pain in the back or any stress in the back. Neutral spine. But really feeling that working nicely through our core and our glutes. 3, 2, 1. All right. Back for that plank. So this time we might do an elbow plank just to mix it up. Some people find that one easier. Some people find it harder. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So this time we're a little bit lower to the ground, a bit flatter. So just holding it here nice and strong. Really sucking in our stomach, squeezing the butt, clench it. When you think you're clenching it enough, you probably not, so clench it more. That's it. Stay strong here. More than halfway. Breathe. That's it. Only 10 seconds to go. Stay with me. Don't break the plank now. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Good job. And on to the final one. We're going to do that partial curl. So working our abs for this one. On the ground, you can have our hands in front next to our legs. So we're just keeping our neck here nice and loose as well. We're looking up, we're not looking forward, so we're not rounding our shoulders. And we've just got a nice steady motion. So, as we said, think of it as maybe a third sit-up, or not even quite a half sit-up. So we're just curling in as we come up slightly. And lower back is on the ground all the time, so we're protecting that. A couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job, everyone.
Awesome.
You know, it's interesting that you brought up like women and pants and when to throw them out, because I think not a lot of women notice when their pants or their shorts start to thin.
Oh.
Yeah,
The material starts to thin, and then when you like do a downward dog or you're tying your shoelace,
Yeah.
not a lot of people realize that the backside becomes very, very
I hate
thin.
to say it, but
Yeah.
I've seen women who don't even have to do a downward dog, just walking.
No, and
They're just too they're too old. They're too thin.
And that's the thing. It's not even the age of the pants. Some pants are thinner, and also based on color, they've got to realize like what they're wearing, and they got to look at themselves in like bright spotlight type lights to be able to see what they're like walking the streets. You know.
Cyclists are guilty of that too. Some of the cycling outfits can be a bit little bit worn at times and leave nothing to the imagination.
And white is not a great color for anyone in tights.
White lycra is not good for anyone.
No, nobody can pull that off. No one.
I say just use a pair of shorts over the
Yes.
over the tights.
Over the tights, yes, exactly.
Well,
like
you can
those
buy
running
those
shorts.
now.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
buy them now as one
Doesn't look
unit.
very cool, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does the
But it
job.
works.
But at least double layer it.
I mean, my shorts have tights inside
Tights.
as well.
Yeah.
It helps
Yeah.
when I'm running. I don't know whether it's my imagination or not. What's the rationale of having tights attached to shorts?
Modesty.
And most no. Mostly they're running shorts.
They are. So, I mean, a lot of them will have some sort of built-in layer, right? Like almost like it's some pants or the tights. But the tights, if you're doing especially longer races, it stops chafing a lot. It stops them moving around.
I see.
So generally, it's so you don't have to wear any other unders. You can just put those on, and it keeps everything in place. But a lot of times it is comfort, but it's also chafing.
Then a lot of people would
right.
ask, why can't I just wear the tights on their own?
Yeah. If they're white, you're not wearing them.
Any color.
Okay, we're going for a traffic break. And
Men in tights.
we'll go back on air in a while. Stand by.
Cause girls is players too. Ladies getting money all around the world, cause girls is players too.
Kiss 92 traffic.
The CTE towards the SLE, a vehicle broken down after the PIE Changi exit. The ECP towards the city, a vehicle broken down at Bedok South Avenue 2, Avenue 1 entrance. PIE towards Changi, a vehicle broken down after the BKE. KJE towards the PIE, a vehicle broken down after the BKE entrance as well. So a lot of broken down vehicles signaling that it is time to service your car. Please make sure you drive safely this morning. Make sure you've got everyone buckled up.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We are talking and working out with Rockstar Arms Natalie Dow because it's a lovely Monday morning.
Yeah, and we're talking about all our favorite sports equipment, running gear and stuff like that. What about gym equipment? Do those have a lifespan on them, Natalie Dow?
They do. So, Glenn, I always think of you with your treadmill at home and wonder when was the last time you had it serviced.
Yeah, that's the thing, you see. So I think I'm servicing it myself. Every like 2 months, what I do is I grease it. You've got to, you've got to spread the, it's lubricant, so to
Okay.
speak, right?
Yeah.
So you need to do that. In terms of the mechanism, right, it seems to be working fine. So I'm thinking like, I feel
Once
like I
a
can do it
year is
myself,
good.
but
Yeah, like does it need to be
Yeah.
serviced even though it seems to be
Yeah.
working fine, right?
And we live in a very humid climate, so things do wear out more so, especially, you're talking about treadmills, but even things
Yeah.
like everyone bought the bands during COVID. They're probably all starting to disintegrate now, and you don't want to be doing an assisted pull-up and something snapped from underneath you. So everyone check those. And another one is our dumbbells. So, they do get rusty even if you keep them inside, or, they get rough. So a really great way just to give those a spruce up is half water, half vinegar solution, and give them a good old scrub, and that'll clean them up.
But you're right, Nat. I'm glad you actually brought it up, because I'm thinking, like, maybe I should get someone to come in once a year to just give my treadmill a check.
Yeah.
And this, in turn, will prolong the life of my treadmill as well.
I mean, for the amount of money you guys pay for a treadmill, isn't that part of a package?
No.
There's no such thing?
No, not that I've seen. But Natalie, so, we were talking about all this stuff, and it gets old and it needs to be thrown out and all that. Is there a proper way to discard, say, the clothes, the gym equipment, the bikes, the treadmills?
Yeah, there is, and we don't like waste, obviously. So something like a treadmill, if you are not going to use it, then donate it to a local school or even an age centre or someone like that will actually use it. Don't just dump it. Worst case, send it to a recycling centre. Activewear now, I'm not sure anyone really wants to wear anyone's old Lycra, so I say don't gift it, don't put it in the Salvation Army, maybe just cut it up and use it for some cleaning rags, I think sometimes is best. And then shoes, do not throw them down the trash. Running Lab have a great thing going on called Project Love Sneaker, which supports Soles for Souls. So you can bring in your old ones as long as they're in a decent condition. And they'll give you a $50 voucher for a new pair of shoes.
Oh, wow.
And then, of course, Active SG have Old Shoe, New Future. So using your really run-down old shoes that basically you can't donate, and they're recycling those for playgrounds and running tracks.
That's
nice,
right,
okay. All right, plenty of solutions there.
Awesome.
Awesome stuff.
As always, thank you so much, Nat, for joining us. It's been a pleasure. It's always informative. And, I'm going to be working out to some of those moves that you showed us just now. I picked 2 exercises, and I think everyone should as well.
Mm-hmm.
People who are like me, really lazy,
Yeah.
just pick 2 exercises and
Do it
you
in
can
front
do
of
it
TV.
in front of the TV.
Yeah, watching your favorite show, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, you're online shopping for some new exercise gear.
Oh, there you go. Stop giving him ideas.
Thank you so much, Nat.
Thanks, guys. Have a great week.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya. And that was Natalie Dow, Rockstar Arms. If you haven't downloaded her app, you should. Because, there are so many great exercises there that you can join Nat in that workout.
Yeah,
as well.
and if you're a woman and you want to know how to run like Natalie, especially run like a woman, she does have that book of the same title available on Amazon.
All right. Some guys should run like women as well. At least it's a start.
It's a start.
Well, you
That
know
is
what?
true. He's
Running in
right.
any form should be done anyway. So there you go.
That is true. Up next, Beyonce Knowles. This is Single Ladies on Kiss 92.